Good morning, America. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Danny. I'm a 46-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It is adult content. It is not for under the age of 18. So if you're under the age of 18, just tune off and watch something else. Today's topic will be something I learned about a while back. It's called Salmagundi. It means just a hodgepodge of whatever. So I had a couple of friends and my wife or whatnot put some suggestions in this little bucket here, and no preparation, just gonna freestyle, see how it goes. If you like it, comment, like, subscribe, please. If you don't, I'm just having fun today. All right, let's see what they got for me. Oops. Scripted that. Okay, I don't know why they had to fold them up so much, but the topic I picked is better education in school systems. Now, I watched this morning, and I don't watch Bill Maher often. I watch him mainly because Shapiro was on, and this asshat Malcolm Nance was on there too. And every time Ben had a good little point, he'd just throw up something, well, what about Corona? Well, what about this? What about that? And the classic liberal misdirection. Better education in school system. What that tells me is, we live in a culture where, again, I'm not that far away. When I was a kid, you got cut for sports if you weren't good enough. You got D's and F's when you didn't study. There were no not that many Bell grading systems in classes I had. It was actually suggested that in Chicago, they lower the standards of the testing, so therefore the racial numbers reflect higher test scores. So we're gonna have a high school, sophomore or junior doing basic math when they should be at algebra or calculus level. Now, granted, I admit we don't use algebra or calculus in real life, or at least people that I know don't, but it ain't about really having a better education system. We have a great education system. We just have it ran by a lot of freaking weirdos and liberals, and if you're right and you're being a little bit too radical, I'm not for that either. So don't think I'm all just bagging on the left always. Sometimes my side goes too hard, or the side I lean on. The school, there's nothing wrong with it the way it is. If you flunk, you get held back. Go back to how it was when I was in high school. You flunk, you got held back. And yeah, you might be 14 years old in the third grade, but you're finally getting the education you need. That is something that I don't really know that much about, and how all the curriculum is laid out. Of course, with this now comes, critical race theory and all the whole, whites are made to be, made to feel guilty for being white, and blacks are taught that they're oppressed and always will be, and there's nothing we can do about it. And, like I said in other pits, I've addressed this. Almost every minority in the world has overcome adversity, especially in this country. And again, after 400, 500 years, whatever it's been, you guys cannot get it together. I don't understand that. And like Shapiro said, it's cultural. When I was in school, when kids like that got good grades, like I said earlier, they get called schoolboy or nerd, or and they have to literally dumb themselves down so they don't get beat up on the way home for getting good grades. So it's self-imposed oppression. It's self-imposed, wasted education. It's self-imposed. They bring this upon each other and then don't have the balls to say that they're doing it to themselves. I'm white. I got good grades. I got called schoolboy and nerd and all that, and I don't care. I just kept pushing. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I never have and really don't now. All right, somebody threw in the hat climate control. Climate control. There is no such thing. We went down to La Brea Tar Pits earlier this year to watch Braves play the Dodgers. We went down to L.A. to watch the Braves play the Dodgers, and we went to the La Brea Tar Pits. They have a 20-minute video in 3D that I strongly, strongly recommend anybody who believes in climate change to watch. This stuff has been going on since prehistoric times. Great periods of heat followed by great periods of ice, followed by great periods of heat, followed by great periods of ice. all at a time when there was not one motor even invented, not even a sprocket on a chain propelled by hand, this stuff was happening. Now, I like to think of it like this. How cocky and arrogant are we as people to think that we can actually make an imprint here on the entire Earth's climate because of that GM or Ford plant pumping out smoke? You know, we got cities like New York City you get fined $100 and something bucks for smoking a cigarette on the street. But what about every cabbie and diesel that kind of stuff is exactly what blows my mind. It's double-sided, and that's all I'm going to say on climate control. It's fake. It's a non-issue. It's not even a cold button issue. It is a complete non-issue. This stuff has been going on for hundreds of millions of years. Let's see what more. Let's see. Trump did this. Obama started saying happy holidays, Merry Xmas, you know, to not offend the other religions. Trump brought back Merry Christmas. The topic here is keeping Christ in Christmas. You know, I know the story of Christmas. I know that Jesus was really born in the summer. The star that pointed the way for the Magi is only seen in the summertime in that particular part of the world. What Pope Constantine did was he took an already pagan holiday, which was like a festival of changing season, which was taking place on December 25th, and he just superimposed Christ's birthday on that. So they're already in celebration mode around that time. Now they can celebrate the birth of Christ once they're converted over to Christianity, which, you know, that probably wasn't done with a, hey, come join us. It was probably more done with a sword. But anyway, in keeping Christ in Christmas, that's just rudimentary. He's the reason for the season, and I didn't make that up. I mean, so yeah, of course we have to keep Christ. We have to keep Christ in our hearts, guys. This country was founded on people that could quote the Bible, scripture, and verse, and there's nothing racist about that at all. I'll pull one more. Let's see. Addiction. I have been a victim of addiction since about the age of 14. Started with, you know, marijuana with the boys, turned into beers on the weekend. Fast forward, I spent 20 years in a bottle. 20 years in the bottom of a bottle. I'm not going to bore you with all my stories, all my war stories and everything, but I will say this. It ended me up in prison, almost for life, all over drinking and things I was doing when I was drunk and under the influence of other things. I've been completely booze-free for 4 years, have no other issues, and there's only one true way to pure, you know, to get to where I am now is through a belief and a passion and a love for Christ. Now I can walk right down the beer aisle, the same aisle I used to drool down. I can walk right through it to the ice cream because that's what I want anymore. Christ changed my heart. He can change yours too. Okay, I'm going to touch on addiction a lot later. I plan on doing a series of pits on addiction if it's something you want to know, because it's something I know a lot about. I don't have any paperwork from any college, but I have a master's degree in life. I have a master's degree in what it's like to live as an addict, alcoholic, junkie, everything else. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you can come through the other side, it's so much better over here that I can't even believe I wasted so much time in that bottle over there. Now, that's all I'm going to say for now. Let me know what you think about this forum. If you'd rather have me stick on one topic, I'll do that. If you like the occasional hodgepodge, I like this too. It's kind of cool. So, you know, hit like, please. Please hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think about this. And, you know, Godspeed. I'll be with you later. So, as always, stay vigilant. Stay safe, America. Push forward, but watch your back. And with that being said, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.